When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local 580-782-2122. It's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
You should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure that productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best interest. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
Well, hi again, everyone. Welcome to Baseball Classic Hits 97.7. Chad Fox, Michael Barnes, and a veritable cast of thousands. I should have posted a picture of, hi, everybody, it's Harry Carey, because we are in the stands. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it. It's a lovely evening for baseball, although do I have my big heavyweight Nike jacket on because it's going to get cold. Austin Baldwin has already checked in. He says, let's go Mangum. Let's go number 15. So there you have it. By the way, Debbie Pride running things here. We're wondering what time we're going to start. We haven't got the thumbs up from her yet, but we're waiting for that because as she has let everybody know, she is Alexander Haig. Okay? I don't have to mute it. It's just way behind. I mean, you messed up my Alexander Haig joke because you and I are the only two that remember Alexander Haig. I know Debbie doesn't because she's not old enough. She graduated in the class of 19... but Alexander Haig when Ronald Reagan, the assassination attempt occurred with him. A little history here for you. And the vice president at the time, and Chad, I got to tell you, I have forgotten now. Who was Ronald Reagan's vice president? Was it George Bush? Okay. Yeah, it was. That's right. George Bush the first. He was out of the country when it occurred, and Alexander Haig erroneously told a crowd of reporters, I'm in charge here. No, you're not. I believe it goes to the Speaker of the House after that, doesn't it? Yes. It's President, Vice President, and then Speaker of the House. Am I right on that? Okay, and yeah, you may have to finagle some of the
there we go.
Some of the
That's all right.
Some of the equipment here because you were gone and I had the young folks helping me out and I probably messed up quite a bit of stuff. So
I did get a mercy text from you had it under control when I left town.
I did. I had the junior high kids taking care of everything. And they did a sterling job.
They did.
They had us on the air. I mean, I had us on the air. That was,
that's right.
That's the critical thing. So it's the commercials. So we got it going on. Long time for baseball here. And we were understand that we will get underway at about this same time tomorrow evening because we'll play a 5-inning junior high game. Then they will play the 7-inning varsity affair afterwards. And then, Chad, a big weekend of baseball coming from Hobart, the Battle of the Big Bats, getting underway on Thursday. And that is always a Jim Dandy of a tournament.
Yeah, it is. It's a fun and exciting. The old Fred Gregg Park there in Hobart, and it includes a lot of maybe that not in our area, but very cool to have teams travel to participate. And I am feverishly efforting that bracket, and of course it's not going. There it is, right there. And they include teams such as Elmore City, Geronimo, Blair, Hydro, Hobart, and Cordell, Tipton, Mangum, City JV. Sentinel is not in the tournament. Snyder. So that's kicks off Thursday at 10 a.m. Cordell versus Tipton. And so, it'll be 3 full days of baseball from the old park there in Hobart. And we'll bring you as many games as we possibly can that include Mangum and Hobart and Cordell. And that'll be fun and looking forward to that. Another thing I missed, going back, is who cut the fiber in Altus?
Oh, I don't know.
He caused a headache.
Oh, it did. I mean, it was terrible. We were out at the Department of Human Services. We got knocked off again today. Now, I don't know that it was a local fiber that did it because I think it was statewide that we had services. But I'm telling you, we as a population, I don't think we really understand our dependence on the Internet until we do not have it.
There you go. That's right. I mean, I tell you what, they get us hooked on it, and then something like that happens, and then talk about gas stations and medical facilities and different things like that, and ball games. It affects a lot of stuff. But glad to be back up and going. And I tell you what, the weather. What you're the weatherman around here. You know what's going on from hour to hour, and I tell you what, we're just not letting go of the cool temps, and then once we do that, of course, that'll probably welcome in storms. But Augustine's sitting down there in front of us, and he probably knows this as well. And I saw a report earlier today. We are getting ready to set up in a pattern that only comes around about once every decade. Nice.
And that pattern is one that does lend itself to round after round after round of severe weather throughout this part of the country and up into parts of Kansas and Missouri as well. Now, obviously it can change in a matter of days and sometimes hours, but right now the outlook for starting late next week and throughout the month of April, and I saw a report even into May, we could have an extremely volatile and wet spring here in western Oklahoma.
So you're saying if we have a chance to play a game, we better get it in?
You best play as many as you can. And, it's just one of those things that you hope that we have the ability to go from wintertime to having a spring where we enjoy some nice warm out there temperature, but not brutal hot. We don't want to go to the triple digits right away. But, I mean, this past weekend, Friday we went and played golf over at Fort Cobb. It was cold in the morning. By the time we got done in the afternoon, it was absolutely beautiful. Yesterday we went to Elk City and played, and it was just downright cold yesterday morning.
Yep.
Temperature around 37 degrees. Got okay later in the afternoon, but, we'll take advantage with whatever we can. One thing that we'll explore throughout the evening as well, Chad Fox, is you were talking about that venerable facility over there at Hobart, and it is a venerable place. And We'll talk about that as the afternoon and evening progresses. Take a time out, come back, get ready for your starting lineups and the first pitch. It's Mangum and Sayre coming up, and it's baseball on Classic Hits 97.7.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Matty Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattlemen's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
So this begins for me a great 2-week hiatus of sports. Got a couple of baseball games to do on radio and the internet tonight and tomorrow night. And then on Thursday, Major League Baseball begins its 2023 campaign. We can hardly wait for that. Saturday, the Final Four of men's college basketball. Sunday, the women's Final Four. Next Monday night, a week from tonight, the National Championship of Basketball will be played on a collegiate level. And then a week from Thursday, it's a tradition unlike any other. The Masters begins in Augusta, Georgia. So what a great time of the year for guys and gals like me.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you're overly impressed. Wow.
No, it is. Yeah, how about that Final Four? Wow.
It's fun.
It is.
I like it. I have long been a Gonzaga Bulldog fan. I was hoping that they would make it to the national championship. I was hoping this would be the year that they would break the egg and finally win it, but I'm not disappointed with the 4 teams that are in there. And I got to tell you, boy, UConn looks really, really good, but then again, so does Florida Atlantic. So it'll be a fun Final Four coming up beginning on Saturday.
Yeah, really will be. No, they're talking about the Final Four from last year, Kansas and Duke and Villanova. And I forgot who the other 4 team was. Kansas won. All Blues. That's
the top seed is Connecticut, and I think were they a 2 or a 3? So
yeah, 2.
Shane Hagee is watching. Jennifer Reisner. Oh, let me tell you about my old buddy Jackson has joined us, and Sandy Hopper Payne has joined as well. As set to come to the plate, Hunter Hanrahan. He is the shortstop for the Eagles of Sayre. David Augustine on the bump this afternoon and this evening for the Tigers. His battery mate is Jackson Brooks. Mason Parker is over at first. The second baseman is Bo Anderson. And to third base, you'll find Mason Hoppengardner. Ashton Pride is the shortstop. Here's a first pitch for a ball, 1-0 on Hanrahan. The outfield from left to right, Jackson Reisner, Aiden Warner, and Ashton Wetzel. Kind of a funky time of the night for pitchers and batters with the shadows. 1-0 pitch on the way from Augustine. Rolled on the ground to Hoppengardner at third. He'll fire to first, and there's one gone. Good job by Nate to keep the tailgate down and make the easy play over to first base for out number one. Lucian Zach Savage will check in now. Zach Savage, second place hitter, and he is the catcher from Sayre. The outfield, 319 down the line, singing 372 to left center. Swinging a miss here. Out in front was Zach Savage. Good job by Nate to pull the string there. I don't know if my eyes will allow me to focus. Is that 368 to right center?
Whoa.
And 295 down the line in right. And slow pitch softball range there.
That is a distance.
0-1 pitch, lifted foul and back behind us, out of play. And the count now 0-2. Of course, one of the things that they've done with Major League Baseball, Chad Fox, is they've tried to speed things up. We've got a pitch clock now. Batters can't step out. A number of times you can throw over to first, all in an effort to speed up the game. One thing I like about a high school game is that you get the call and throw it.
That's right.
Augustine outside for a ball. They count 1-2. Juan is waiting in the on-deck circle. Just on the way this afternoon on Classic Hits 97.7 and on our numerous platforms for streaming. Another ground ball to Hoppengardner. Better play by Mason, and then he'll launch it down the line. Runner going to go. Throw not going to be in time, and safe at second base will be Zach Savage. So the catcher runs well, and Hoppengardner made a nice play and then just simply airmailed it over to first base. So the two-base error puts a runner in scoring position with only one gone, and Galvez now, the third baseman for Sayre, will step in. By the way, watching at home, the Eagles in their maroon road uniforms with white numerals and white trim. Mangum, home whites with the orange and black trim. So Mason Hoppengardner have been busy over at third base. Bird dogging on out at second base and chasing Zach back. No throw, though.
That's hard to see, but they got the pinstripes on there.
Yeah, they do have pinstripes, don't they? Yeah. You're talking about Sayre, right?
Sayre, yeah.
First pitch on the way here. And a ground ball towards short. Pride will set. Fire in time for out number two. Nice job by Ashton. He and second baseman Anderson were kind of bugging the runner at second base. And Pride had to scramble to get himself into throwing position to make the throw. Out number two. By the way, Ashton sporting a lovely black eye. Great story behind that is stepping in is Lawson Simpson, the fourth place hitter. Pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-0 on Simpson. I got here, and I had seen a picture of Ashton on Facebook, and Hoppengardner had correctly labeled him as, I think, one-eyed Jack, something of that nature. As Augustine comes set, 1-0 pitch on the way. Down low for ball two. Well, right away, Debbie Pride starts telling me, well, Barnes, I thought we were going to have to get you down to the emergency room over the weekend, and Tommy and I were going to be arrested and the kids taken into DHS custody. And I'm like, why? Apparently, Ashton was having fun with the nurses in the emergency room, swinging a miss there out in front of the off-speed pitch of Simpson, 2-1 on him. He took a foul ball off the eye.
Ouch.
They took him to the hospital to get it checked out, and he was telling apparently the nurses and anybody who would listen that it was an injury that was sustained at the hands of his father.
Well, it's funny, but it's not.
No, not really. Nowadays it isn't.
It is not. No, that's right.
And I've known Ashton a long time, and he's got that humor. Pitch upstairs for a ball to count out 3-1. And when you're a teenager, what's funny to you?
Right. Yeah.
Of course, something tells me that Tommy probably egged it on a little bit, knowing the true story. Runner out at second base, 2 gone here at the top of the first. And again, they'll chase the runner back. Count on Lawson Simpson is 3-1. Baldwin. I like this name better. Austin is Little Ashton One-Eyed Willie. 3-1 pitch on the way here. Outside for a ball, and runners at first and second with 2 gone here in inning number 1. That'll keep the inning alive for the designated hitter, Jackson Campbell.
One-Eyed Willie from the Goonies?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Brent Peeler saying go Tigers, and Mackenzie Laughlin Bates is checked in. So runners at first and second, 2 gone. Augustine trying to work his way out of a little bit of a jam here in the first. Outside with that pitch, and the count 1-0 on Jackson Campbell.
How was that final at bat between Ohtani and Trout?
Oh, the World Baseball Classic last week?
Wow.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I mean, that was scripted stuff there. 1-0 pitch on the way. There goes the runner from second. Throw down, not going to be in time as Zach Savage will go in standing up. Campbell protecting his runner, swung at the pitch, count level at 1-1. Simpson stayed at first. So runners at the corners now. 2 gone. Wind freshening just a bit from right to left.
I think the Sayre coach wanted that first base runner to get to second.
Yeah, that he wasn't pleased, was he? And Sayre able to put some plays in order here. The count 1-1 and a runner at third. Off speed, good pitch by Augustine. Way out in front was Campbell, and it's 1-2. I took BP last week, slow pitch BP, in the cage at the barn, and I'm jacked. I'm looking for a softball team to play for. I'm ready.
We may have found you one.
I don't know. Those guys got a lot of testosterone. I don't know if I can handle that. Swing and a miss. Good job by Augustine to get Campbell to chase and get out of the inning. So Sayre comes up empty after half of the first. No runs, no hits. There was a walk, an error, and 2 runners left on board. At the end of a half inning of play, it's Sayre 0. Mangum coming to bat. More Classic Hits 97.7.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Hi, I'm Anna with Dapper 14 Boutique at 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. I would like to wish everyone a Happy New Year and invite you to visit our store. We feature clothing and accessories in all sizes for all ages. Start the new year off right with something special from Dapper 14. Come see us or visit us on Facebook or at dapyr14.com.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
All right, here come the Mangum Tigers in their half of inning number 1. It'll be Ashton Pride, Aiden Warner, and Nate Augustine, numbers 1, 2, and 3 in the order. Middle third is Mason Hoppengardner, Brooks Jackson, and Jackson Parker. And then numbers 7, 8, and 9, Bo Anderson, Ashton Wetzel, and Mason Parker. So it's Pride, Warner, and Augustine, Hoppengardner, Jackson, and Reisner, Anderson, Wetzel, and Parker for Mangum. Meantime, Lawson Simpson on the bump for the Eagles of Sayre, and he is good-sized lad. Throws it right from his ear. Kind of looks like a catcher almost where his delivery comes from. His battery mate is Lucian Zach Savage. Juan Galvez is over at first. Tyan Gillespie, the second baseman. Caden Beard is at third. Hunter Hanrahan is the shortstop. In the outfield from left to right, Camden Plummer, Rocky Willis, and J.J. Baird. Good to have you alongside on this Monday evening. Weather beginning to improve a little bit. Could have been a little bit warmer today. It's supposed to be a tad bit warmer tomorrow, and then up in the 80s by Wednesday. Let me just say that, Chad Fox, you would love to take off your shoes and socks and walk across my front lawn.
Is there a song in there somewhere?
There may be, and I do it on occasion.
I tell you what, I was hunting you down, and I missed you one day, and you said, "Man, I was in the backyard getting after it." Yeah. So that's impressive.
Well, I'm loving it because I get to mow a couple of times a week. First pitch to Pride, lifted in the air to left center field. Pretty well hit, but room out there for Willis. And now Rocky has it go over his head. It will roll all the way to the wall. Pride around second, on his way to third. Here's the throw. Not in time. A triple for Ashton Pride to lead off the ball game. Well, I mean, he hit it well, but you look at Rocky Willis and his reaction out in left center field, and it kind of looked like he had drawn a bead on it, was going to be able to make the play, and then suddenly it is over his head and rolling to the wall. And we talked about the shadows, and Willis may have been a little bit caught off guard. Ball coming out of the shadows at home plate. And Willis fooled by it. And talked about the wind freshening a little bit. It is blowing now a little towards straightaway center and left center field. So here's Aiden Warner, an opportunity to get a run home from third with nobody out. They'll play at regular depths around the infield for Sayre. Fastball upstairs, and it's 1-0 on Warner. Janie Stover has joined us. Hello, Janie. Good Monday evening to you. 1-0 pitch on the way here. Called strike, and the count level at 1-1. So, like at this time, it's evening. But in the summertime, middle of June, July, it's still afternoon. 1-1 pitch. Outside. And as you can hear from the pop of the mitt of Zach Savage, Lawson Simpson can get it to home plate in a hurry. Warner out here, 2-1. Get a runner home from third, nobody out in the first. Outside of the fastball, can't get one. So guiding the ball just a bit. And about his warm-ups, he was releasing from his ear. Just a keen eye indeed from Jackson Warner. So now Augustine a chance to help his own cause. Nate will step in with runners at first and third, and nobody out here in inning number 1. Lawson Simpson going against his opposite number. Well, if you're Augustine, put it in play somewhere. Warner, big lead over at first, and Simpson will fake a throw over there. And now goes to his mouth while he's on the rubber. Back in the day, that wasn't something you could do, but oh well. There goes the runner, no surprise. They will not throw down. Ball taken by Augustine. Nate ahead of count 1-0. Patricia Stover has joined us. Hello, Patricia. So Warner at second. Pride at third. Nobody out here in inning number 1. Augustine a chance to help his own cause. Lifts with in the air to right center field. That ball's going to get down. Scoring easily from third is Pride. They're going to wave Warner. Here comes the throw, and it is not in time. Taking second base on the throw is Augustine. Mangum on top 2-0. And just before the pitch was delivered, I was about to say there is a gap in right center field for Augustine, and that is exactly where he put the baseball. So a couple of RBI for Nate. He's at second after the single. Mangum on top 2-0. And now here's Mason Hoppengardner. To say that Mason is thick-bodied would be an understatement. He makes the bat look small. First pitch swinging, dribbles down the third base line, and that is a foul ball. Swinging bunt attempt there by Hoppengardner.
Almost an infield hit.
Mason, of course, a member of the football team, that offensive line, defensive line, and again, I mean, guy like that, he's got to play one of three positions. Third base, catcher, or first base. Got to build up the lines a little bit and guide that ball back into the field of play. All one pitch all the way underneath the hands of Hoppengardner. Count level at 1-1. Austin Baldwin voicing his approval of One-Eyed Willie's triple, by the way. Juvenile minds like yours and mine. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed, and it's 1-2.
It keeps us somewhat sane. I mean, it's not really sanity, but we have to make it through the day, Barnes.
You're right. What it does is it keeps that South side alive. It keeps us alive.
Exactly.
Amazing. Off speed. Up on the infield. Going out is the second baseman. The last minute, he drops the baseball. So Tim, brother, is kind of in as he was bird dogging Augustine at second base, and the ball just kind of lifted lazily into shallow right center field. It wound up. He got there, but because he was backpedaling in such a hurry, ended up dropping the baseball.
Still nobody out.
Nobody out. Runners at first and second. And Brooks Jackson will step in. Brooks, another big-bodied kid. First baseman this afternoon. Number 5 hitter in the lineup. Probably not a guy that you would ask to bunt in this situation. And I don't know that I'm bunting it out. First inning of play. Runners at first and second. Nobody out.
See ball, hit ball.
Yeah, I don't know. Augustine runs well at second base. And again, we talked about how fit both Hoppengardner and Jackson are, and they run okay, but you're certainly double play candidates. Pitch fouled back to the screen. Boy, I tell you what, Brooks was right on that pitch. He just missed it. Whistled it back to the screen. It's 0-1. I mean, that was a pitch he was setting on. And again, the Sayre defense leaving a lot of room in right center field. Fastball inside, ducking away from it is Jackson, and the count level at 1-1. And the reason that there is so much room is the center fielder, who Rocky Willis had the first ball of the game hit over his head, is now extremely deep. The right fielder, J.J. Baird, not all that deep. Off speed, a little bit high, and the count 2-1 on Jackson. And then playing towards the line out and left is Camden Plummer. 2-1 offering on the way here. Swing and a miss. Jackson went down, couldn't get it. 2-2. So how fangled on the scoreboard are you there? You're like, yeah. I mean, you got outs, you got balls and strikes.
I'll tell you what.
My goodness. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game here in a little bit. Yeah.
Really?
No.
Okay. Runners at first and second. 2-2 pitch on the way here. Like 3. That was one. Jackson probably couldn't do anything with it. It was on the black. He was in a case of.
Well, he worked him inside the last 3 pitches, and all of a sudden it was a great pitch.
Yeah. Mick of the boys in painted black. I see a red door. I wanted painted black. Runners at first and second now. Oh, let me tell you about Jackson Reisner. There goes Augustine. Bunt attempt through the bunt and going in kind of awkwardly is Augustine. He is safe. Dad yelling, get down. Kroom over at third base saying, dude, you got to slide, son.
I said that was a ball. I thought he might have.
Oh, they did give him a ball? I'm kind of like Lawson Simpson asking about that call. It looked like Jackson bunted through it. We'll take it. 1-0 now on Reisner. Runners at second and third. Hoppengardner at second. Swing and a miss. Some good old-fashioned country heat there. And the count level at 1-1. And again, Lawson Simpson. I mean, he can bring it. He's just trying to find that arm slot. 1-1 pitch on the way here. Downstairs for ball. 2-1. Reisner, the sixth batter in the inning for Mangum. Ashton Pride led it off with a triple. Aiden Warner walked. And then Augustine drove them home with a single to right center. Foul tip. And the count will go to 2-2 on Reisner. Bo Anderson waiting in the on-deck circle. 2-2 pitch on the way here. Got him. Reisner kind of ducked right into it. You can see when it came out of the hand of Simpson, it was back then we used to call it a screwball. We'd turn it over and it would run into a right-hander. I think they call it a cut fastball now.
He's lucky he turned his head.
Oh,
he
yes. Yeah,
he got a buck teeth missing.
Yeah. He'd have been at the emergency room looking for Barnes on a child abuse case as well. Wow. Bases loaded now, still just one gone. And Anderson steps in. Oh, late on that one. Foul back to the screen. It's all on. Oh. Had a chance the last couple of Sundays to play golf with Trey. And let me just tell you, the angular left-hander can hit it a long way off the tee box. 0-1 pitch, popped up, foul, and that's going to get out of play. 0-2. So Anderson now have to protect here.
It's almost 7 o'clock. We're in the first inning.
Thanks, Chad.
I got to laugh to keep from crying. Here we go.
All right. Top half of the inning went pretty quickly.
It did.
Mangum rallying here in the bottom. Again, popped up in foul territory. Calling for it is the catcher, and Zach Savage will make the play for round number 2. I think you get an idea, though, the breeze that is up above the stadium here. That one was hanging around a little bit. Zach Savage did a little dance, Mr. Bojangles. That's okay. A little extraneous noise. So 2 gone for Austin Wetzel. Wetzel takes a called strike, and it's 0-1. So Mangum 2 to begin the ball game, and now the base is juiced, but 2 gone in the frame.
Don't want to leave him out there.
8th place hitter. See if he can come through here. Swung at a fastball up in his eyes. Not going to catch up with that one. And it's 0-2 on the right fielder. That is one of those, and I never have figured it out. You get that high heat up in the eyes, and your brain's like, oh, I can knock this one over the wall. And you don't ever catch up. 0-2 pitch. Laced into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Augustine will score. Here comes Hoppengardner, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling into home plate with the 4th run of the ball game, and Mangum on top 4-0. Couple of RBI on the play for Wetzel. The 2-out single from the 8th place hitter. Ashton with a couple of RBI. How about that? Way to pick your club up. So Mangum takes advantage of the error. Teresa Hopper-Williams is watching from Oklahoma City. Hello, Oklahoma City. You're watching.
Let's check in with Val and Gittner.
There goes the runner. Line shot, base hit, center field. Scoring easily from third base. With the fit, now the ball gets away. Rolls all the way to the wall. 2 runs will score. They're going to send Parker. Here comes Mason. Here comes the throw. And he is saved on the Little League home run. How about that? Mason Parker, he was out of gas when he got to home plate. But give him the single, the RBI. And then he comes around to score.
Bases were loaded, 2 outs with 2 strikes on the hitter.
Yeah.
Drove in a couple of runs.
Yeah.
And that happened. So, yeah, it's a big, big swing. We batted it around, back to Pride.
Ashton, who tripled the lead off the ball game and scored the first run of the contest, bats for the second time in inning number 1. Lifts a fly ball into center field. Willis coming on, and Rocky will make the catch and the inning will come to a close. But not before Mangum crosses the plate 7 times in inning number 1. 7 runs, and I had him for 6 hits. There was an error, and a runner left on board. At the end of 1, Mangum 7, Sayre nothing. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
Well, our superfan friend, Jennifer Halford Warner, says, appropriately enough, great inning Tigers, and indeed it was. Mangum, with a touchdown and the extra point, they lead 7-0 at the end of the first inning of play. Augustine staked to the big lead. And you like the way they hit the baseball. You talked about it, a 2-out, 2-strike pitch kept the inning alive. At that point, Mangum only had 2 across the plate. Wound up with 7 in the inning. So Augustine will go to work against numbers 7 and 8 in the lineup. It's Beard, Wilson, Musby. Inning number 2.
How many baseball, softball games do you think you've umpired?
That I've umpired?
Yes.
Golly, I don't know, because I actually started with the Independence, Missouri YMCA when I was a junior in high school. Started doing T-ball games.
You're 30 now, so.
Yeah, right. Swinging a miss, Caden Beard, the third baseman, down in the count 0-1.
Come on, buddy. I'm pumping you up here.
Yeah. 30 times 2 plus 2. That's 62 for those of you who can't keep up. Augustine ahead in the count here, 0-1. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. No, I did. I started cutting my teeth when I was 17. Football coach looked at us and said, look, you clowns are going to do something this summer besides, get into trouble, and you better find something to do. And so I had a couple of days and said, well, let's go do T-ball games for the YMCA. And it was great. I loved it.
Times have changed, haven't they?
Well, I'm not saying that the parents were any better than they are now. Right. Don't misread what I'm saying there. 2-1 the count on Beard. There was a poignant moment, and it wasn't that first year. Well, yeah, actually it was my first year of doing it. 2-1 pitch on the way here. Fly ball left field, giving chase is Reisner, and Jackson not going to get there. That one will bounce up against the wall, and it's a stand-up double to lead off the inning for Caden Beard. Now, Beard put a charge on it, and he's got a double to begin the inning. Here's Rocky Willis, the center fielder. Anyhow, again, back then in 1977, parents, especially T-ball, so, I learned to cut my teeth on it. But then, they just gave third base to the runner, Caden Beard, and apparently they're going to call interference on one of the Tigers. Tommy Pride getting an explanation. But that is the case. That's why Beard now is at third. Interference is going to be called against Mangum. So, there you go. So anyhow,
Tommy Pride's got that legendary Mike Went look.
He does look like Went from here, doesn't he?
Yeah,
you're right. He does. I
thought, man, is he just can't.
Tommy, that's a compliment to him. I don't know if Mike's real happy. So runner at third, double down for Rocky Willis, the center fielder. He's leading 7-0 here in inning number 2. Swinging a good pitch there by Augustine. 0-1. Anyhow, get to the end of the seaon and have a tense ball game, a T-ball game, if it can be tense at that age, and there's 2 outs, bases loaded, and the team that won the regular season, they're behind by a run.
21-20.
About that. Pitch outside here. It's 1-1. So kid gets up, smashes the ball to center field, and the little boy out in center holds up his glove, and the ball sticks. And that's the end of the ball game.
Wow.
Which is thrilling in its own right and should send a chill up and down your spine. But what I learned, and both sidelines erupted cheering. Both coaches had tears in their eyes. I'm like, what is going on here? Well, it turns out the young man, his name was Willie, and I will always remember Willie. There's a cold strike, and it's 1-2 on Rocky Willis. Willie was a deaf mute.
Oh, wow.
And
made the play.
He made the play to end it, and I will always remember the opposing coach came up to me and said, comes in a couple of steps, and now the ball gets by him. Jackson misjudged it. Beard will score easily and take second base on the play. Willis, he's there. E7. RBI on the play, and it's 7-1. So Jackson, a little bit fooled by the depth of the ball, and then had to get on his horse and a little bit off balance, trying to make the catch, peeking to see if the runner was tagging and where he needed to throw, and he never caught the baseball.
Yeah, a moment ago he was hustling to the wall. This time he had to rush in.
Yeah, there's a lot of space out there, as we mentioned.
Yep.
379 down the line. That's down the line. That is cavernous out there in left field. So it's a 7-1 ball game. Still nobody out. Top half of inning number 2. And here's Tyan Gillespie, the second baseman. Swing, tip, foul tip, 0-1. So anyhow, Willie was an inspiration to me without question. And later in my senior year of high school journalism, I wrote an article about Willie, and it actually won an award later on. And all the credit goes to Willie on that for the inspiration that he was. And I can still, it's just a fabulous memory. 0-1 pitch inside, 1-1 on Gillespie. But, the thing of it was that, of course, I know you find this hard to believe, but I was gregarious, and the kids would come to home plate, and I'd talk to them and ask them where they wanted the tee, what height and whatnot. And this young man never said anything to me. I thought, well, this is the shyest young man that I've ever met in my life. And then I find out later that he couldn't speak. So it all came.
Incredible.
Yep. There's a foul ball down the right side. And the count now 1-2 on Gillespie. They have turned on the lights here.
So,
now we've got catcher's interference. Yep. Got to be catcher's interference. That's the only call that can be made there. So the bat of Gillespie had to hit the glove of catcher Jackson Brooks. So catcher's interference. And now here's Camden Plummer. Wow.
Hey, let's go, boys.
Boy, you get a 7-0 lead, and all of a sudden the wheels on the bus are beginning to fall off.
Let's get you a ground ball here.
Yeah, need the pitcher's best friend in 6 to 4 to 3. Off-speed pitch a little bit low to Camden Plummer. And the count 1-0 on the left fielder. For Sayre. Mangum on top 7-1. There goes the runner. Throw down is, not in time. Safe at third base will be Rocky Willis. Taking second on the play is Gillespie. It's a nice throw by Parker. And a better slide by he was able to get underneath the tag of Hoppengardner.
2-0.
Is it 2-0?
Yeah, that's what the umpire
All right.
signaled.
Gilstad, his son, graduated with Bailey Ann, class of 2011 at Navajo.
All right.
Okay. No, not 2011. That was Taylor's graduation year. I'm sorry. 2017. And Willis really went into the bag hard there at third base on that slide. And he's still trying to collect himself, and now finally does. There's a fly ball down the left field line. It is curling foul and out of play.
Well, that's your job as a third baseman to let the runner know you're there, right?
Yep. One of many.
All the game within the game.
And that's the wonderful thing about baseball.
Yeah,
And I know that people think it's – and in today's world, I get where that comes from. But if you really enjoy the nuances of the game of baseball, it is a fascinating game. A little bit outside for a ball. Count now 3-1 on Plummer. Runners at second and third. Nobody out here in inning number 2 in the top of the order waiting in the on-deck circle for Sayre. 3-2 pitch, ball 4. Bases loaded. So after getting a 7-0 lead, what could go wrong has gone wrong for Mangum. Got a double, an error, catcher's interference. The bases are loaded. Tommy Pry going to come out and have a conversation. 7-1, top of the second. Mangum on top, but the bases loaded for the Eagles when we come back on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hello, this is Ashley Slayton, family nurse practitioner with the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum. We are friendly hometown folks and treat patients of all ages, newborns through adults, for wellness and sick visits, as well as management of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and high blood pressure. Call the clinic in Mangum at 580-782-3393 for an appointment today.
Jackson County Memorial Hospital.
Mangum, by the way, coming off a third-place finish this past weekend at the short grass tournament over at Hollis. Those of you who are Facebook friends with Mr. Augustine, he did a good job of live streaming that for us throughout the weekend. So now we'll come in at the corners, double play depth in the middle of the field. Still nobody down here in the second. Ground ball foul. And it's 0-1 on Hanrahan. He grounded to Hoppengardner to lead off the ball game. 0 for 1. Mason could get a one-hopper here, fire to home, get the force, and allow Parker to throw down to first. Wouldn't be a bad way to get a couple of outs in the inning. 0-1 pitch on the way. Popped up on the infield. Pride calling for it, but Hoppengardner will make the play for out number 1. Did I hear infield fly on that one?
I did not hear that. It should have been, right?
Yes, less than 2 outs, and a force play could be made at third base. So here's Lucian Zach Savage hit one hard his first time around at Pride, or rather at Hoppengardner at third. Mason made a nice stab of the baseball, but then airmailed it for a 2-base error. Zach Savage takes a called strike, 0-1 on the catcher for Sayre. Augustine had to wiggle out of a jam of the first. And there's more than just wiggling here in the second. Bases jacked and just 1 down, and top of the order for Sayre. 0-1 offering. Lifted in the air behind home plate. Giving chase is the catcher. And running into the screen and not able to hold on to the baseball is Jackson Brooks. And count 0-2 on Zach Savage. A good play, though, by Jackson. You know, that's tough. There's a lot of room behind home plate here. And as a catcher, the first thing you got to do is get rid of the mask, locate the baseball, and then go try to make a play. Oh, and by the way, we've got a fence there.
And you've got football gear on.
Yeah, exactly. See if Nate can get his second strikeout of the ball game here. 0-2 offering on the way. Little ground ball slapped towards second. Anderson will flip to short for 1. That's all they're going to get, and the run will score on the play. Slow roller out to second. Anderson had to on the baseball. So Plummer retired for the second out of the inning on the fielder's choice. They go 5-6. They're 4-6. Gillespie will take third third on the play. And Zach Savage is over at first. 2 gone now for Galvez. Galvez rolled one through the middle of the infield his first time around, and Ashton Pride went a little bit of a distance to his left to pick it up and fire to first to get the out. There goes the runner, and catcher's indifferent. Well, not catcher's indifference, just offensive indifference there. Zach Savage.
Everybody's indifferent.
Yeah, trots into second base.
Nobody moved.
No. Good pitch there. Augustine jamming the hands of Galvez. All he can do is foul it back to the screen. So a couple of runs across here in the inning for the Eagles. They're not done just yet. 7-2 ball game. Runners at second and third. 2 gone. And an 0-1 count on the third place hitter, Galvez. Called strike on the corner. Out in the street. William the Boar. No, never mind. 0-2 now. On the third place hitter.
Nate's best pitch so far has been that curveball. Let's see if we can drop that in there.
You want to go Uncle Charlie, huh? Yeah. 0-2 pitch. Rolled towards Pride at short. Tough hop. Sets, fires, and dropped over at first base. And 2 more runs will come across. So Gillespie will score on the play. And hustling all the way from second base is Zach Savage. He will score. And that makes it 7-4. So I'm getting a call from Mangum. Apparently, that's somebody listening to the broadcast. Well, maybe it is.
And Nate's frustrated, but he just keep throwing strikes. He's getting pop-ups and balls hit to people. So
yeah, his defense slowed down a couple of times here in the inning, no doubt about it. We've had a couple of errors. We've had catcher's interference. We've had a fielder's interference, which allowed an extra base to be taken by a runner. And then we have a base hit up the middle. No, Pride got there. Oh, well, it's still going to be a base hit, but a great job by Ashton Pride, who went all the way behind the bag at second base to knock that one down for an infield single. And what that does, it keeps Galvez at second base. Boy, I thought that was for sure into center field, and Ashton comes out of nowhere to knock it down, and runners at first and second now. Still 2 gone. Still in the second. First pitch on the way to Campbell. Jackson want a hopper right back at Nate, and he will flip it to first, and the inning will come to an end. But not before Sayre retaliates with 4 runs of their own here in the second. 4 runs on a couple of hits. There were 2 errors, a catcher's interference, and 2 runners left on board. We played an inning and a half, 7-2. Mangum in front of Sayre. Classic Hits 97.7.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find at 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, pipe passes, or real ID, Tom and Cynthia Clark are there for you, and they can help you at the Mangum Tag Agency at 580-782-3004, 782-3004.
We yell loud and proud because we love the Mangum Tigers. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. On and off the field, we support the Tigers through and through because once you're a Tiger, you're always a Tiger. And Cattleman's Bank is Tiger proud.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have 1 bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brenda at 580-782-2452 for more information.
First National Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Mangum Tiger Athletics. At First National Bank, supporting our schools and athletic programs is our top priority. We appreciate and support our community through and through. At First National Bank, you can hear us roar. Go Tigers! We wish you a season of great success. First National Bank and Trust Company, your bank for life. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Mangum 7-4. I said 7-2 as we went to break. Obviously, that was wrong. 7-2 is the score. And got a new pitcher for the Eagles.
You said 7-2 again.
I did. I know. I'm just checking to see if
everybody's awake.
Yeah. What a jack. Man.
Well,
I just yeah.
The scoreboard.
Well, no, it's seriously. I had, for whatever reason, I'm just not the sharpest tool in the shed, as we all know. I had meetings this morning that ran from 8 until noon. I'm the guy who schedules them. And I went to work this morning, look at my schedule. 8 o'clock, got a meeting. 9 o'clock, got a meeting. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. What, you know. And then, I gave myself a break. Didn't have another one until 2. Wow.
Then we're here at 3 o'clock.
Well, then there's that. So we've got a couple of position changes now. Hunter Hanrahan has gone to catch as Lucian Zach Savage is now the pitcher. And the fellow who was on the bump, Boston Simpson, the third. I believe that is Caden Beard, who has gone to shortstop. That your scorecard gets a bunch of arrows on it. You go here, you go there. And Barnes tells you the wrong score and everything else. That's why they're glad you're back and you're putting that on the bottom of the screen for them. Dave McCook says, let's go Tigers, all the way from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So Aiden Warner will step in. Warner walked his first time around, came around to score a run.
Does Dave walk out of his front door to a tee box is what I want to know.
Oh, probably so.
Yeah.
Curveball that didn't curve, and it's 1-0 on Aiden. Well, not only that, but he's in one of the meccas of golf.
Yeah.
And then there's the Gulf. Well, actually, it's I guess it's the Atlantic Ocean there in South Carolina. Got the sea salt going on. Pitch outside for a ball, 2-0. Got the sound of the waves. Other than that, it's just a rather pedestrian place to live there in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. With some great golf over the weekend with the WBC match play. Man, there were some compelling matches Saturday and Sunday. 2-0 pitch, rolled on the ground towards short. Beard will pick it up, throw, but not nearly in time. Infield single, now the ball gets away, but Aiden will stay at first base.
Shortstop very deep, and it was slowly hit.
Well, and then they started hollering at the first baseman, hey, tag the guy, because they thought maybe Warner had turned the wrong way. Well, here's Nate Augustine. Augustine, a single, couple of RBI his first time around. Scored a run. Pitched the first 2 innings and selling popcorn in between innings. Kind of a lazy Monday evening here in Southwest Oklahoma. Boink. Got him on the backside. And that was a hit batter all the way. I mean, that ball left the hand of
He didn't have much meat back there.
Zach Savage, and it was an off-speed pitch, and he's kind of like, yeah, okay, it's going to hit me. I don't care. I took bigger hits than that in the basketball court, and he did. So Hoppengardner now will step in. Mason reached on an error his first time around, came around to score a run. Runners at first and second. Curve ball. Taken for a ball, 1-0 on Hoppengardner. Well, they do have a pitch count, in high school baseball, and that may be one of the reasons why we only saw the 1 inning from Lawson Simpson. He did throw a bunch of pitches during that frame. 1-0 offering on the way here. Outside for a ball. 2-0. You like that pitch. You think that maybe caught some of the plate.
In high school, probably. But I do not want Blue's job. So I'm good with it.
Okay. So runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the second inning. Mangum trying to counter that 7-4 score. Fouled away by Hoppengardner. By the way, McCook says no, his house is 2 blocks from the beach. And oh my goodness, here's something that is blasphemous. what he said?
Oh my,
Dave, you're killing me, man.
can we come play golf?
Exactly. Curveball inside.
You go to the beach.
3-1. Find us a spot when we get done playing 18. We'll come join you. Golly. 3-0 pitch on the way here. Taking all the way Hoppengardner for ball 4. So the base is loaded now for Mangum.
Did he? No.
What's that?
I thought he fouled one off. That doesn't. I don't know.
Doesn't compute in your book, does it?
No, doesn't matter.
So over at third base is Warner. Augustine at second. Hoppengardner at first. And here comes Brooks Jackson. Jackson, the backwards K his first time around. He's 0 for 1. And his batting average will go up about 100 points right now because Sayre has brought the infield in.
Just cannot say you're 2 blocks from the beach, though.
No, that's just...
and make us feel too bad.
That's hateful.
About it.
Fly ball, shallow right field.
Should be at least one.
Baird gets underneath it, makes the catch, tagging from third. Warner, he will come in standing up, advancing to third base. Will be Augustine. So give Brooks Jackson the sacrifice fly, give him the RBI, and give Mangum an 8-4 lead. Here back to Rosner. Jackson is for foul to the for 1. Runners at the south for the Tigers.
Second baseman on the same page.
No. Fake the throw to third, chasing Mac Augustine, and then Hoppengardner headed towards second. And
Good job, Wills.
you can hear Sayre coach said nobody talking out there. Gillespie didn't go with the runner. So now 2 runners in scoring position with just 1 gone. Underneath the hands of Reisner. 1-0 on Jackson. Augustine in front of us telling Reisner to wear it. Easy for you to say. 1-0 pitch. And, the thing about that, where that pitch was, when it's around your hands, around your wrists, you're not so prone to have it conk you there. You don't, it's some fragile stuff in there.
Yeah, there's still a chance it might break. But when it's low or high, it's a different story. But
Called strike here, 2-1 on Reisner. Sherry Shepard Kendall has joined us. Hi, Sherry. 2-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 3-1. So Reisner can be selective here. Bo Anderson waits in the on-deck circle. Mangum has pushed 1 across here in the second. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to third. Knocked down. They'll throw to first. High throw. Galvez will go up and get it. Augustine will score on the play. So fielder's choice, retiring Jackson for the second out of the inning. That'll go 5-3, but allow an RBI on the play, and Mangum on top now, 9-4.
As soon as that runner takes off for home, you've got to go home.
You're talking about the fielder?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And
Simpson never looked at him, never looked him back. He was going to third or first all the way. So Anderson, first pitch swinging, left one in the air to right field. J.J. Baird is there to make the catch for out number 3, and the inning will come to an end. But Mangum comes up with a couple of runs in the frame. 2 runs on a hit. There were no errors. And played 2. Mangum on top 9-4. And this is Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right. Dwayne's Auto Dwayne's fixes flats, brake jobs, turns, rotors, alignments, and all important air conditioning work and general auto repair. Your car, truck isn't right. Just head to Dwayne's Auto 5 Northwest Tittle 51. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go together when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Fresh floral arrangements created here in Mangum are the hallmark of owner Darla Hately at Flowers Unlimited. Remember that fresh flowers are a very personal and special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say, you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted. Flowers Unlimited. Call local at 580-782-2122. That's 782-2122. Flowers Unlimited in Mangum.
The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online.
Beard, Rocky Willis, and Tyan Gillespie for this group from Sayre. Mangum on top, 9-4. Play again tomorrow night. They will entertain Hobart. JV game, or junior high game, actually, at about 4:30, and varsity game sometime around 6 or so. And then, as we mentioned, the Battle of the Big Bats coming up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from Hobart. Mangum's first game is, I think you told me, Thursday night, 8 o'clock against Gracemont. Is that right?
Geronimo.
Oh, yeah. How can I forget that?
The famous Comanche chief.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
So Augustine digs in against Caden Beard. Beard scored a run his first time around. Takes a pitch onside for ball. 1-0. Remember, he doubled and then was awarded third base on interference on one of the middle infielders for the Tigers. 1-0 pitch on the way here. And again, that cut fastball that turns into the hitter, taken for a ball, 2-0.
He's off the plate a long ways, and they have to adjust a little bit. His eyes with that batter at home plate.
Mm-hmm. You bring up a good point. Umpire has to adjust as well. 2-0 pitch. Popped up on the right side. 3 Tigers giving chase. And a little Willie Mays basket catch.
Don't ever do it again.
Turned in by Mason Parker for out number 1. Well, I don't know that was...
No, that wasn't showboating.
That was not showboating. I mean,
he just made a good play.
Well, and the way he was running the ball, the way the ball was coming back to him, he didn't have the opportunity to...
Yep, spin the glove around.
Yeah. Good play there by Mason, but you're right. Coach is like, no, good catch.
Anytime I can reference Major League, we'll do it.
Yeah. Pitch in the dirt, 1-0 on Rocky Willis. Probably I need to watch that Wednesday night in anticipation of the Major League season beginning on Thursday. It's not a bad idea.
You may run like Mays, but you hit like
1-0 pitch, taken for a strike, and the count level to 1-1. So many good lines in that movie.
Yes, so many.
And I don't know. They were two different style movies, but I don't know if I preferred that or Bull Durham.
Yeah, both classics. Yeah,
they were 1 and 2 for sure. 1-1 pitch on the way here, off speed, taken in for a strike, and it's 1 and 2. I think I have solved the mystery of watching my beloved Royals all season long.
Okay.
Bally Sports, which has the rights to the Oklahoma Thunder, now have an app. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the ball game. Renee and Augustine comes at a great time. 2 up, 2 down here in the third.
So you are connected to
Well, I haven't signed up for it yet because Bally Sports filed for bankruptcy, but I think they're going to be able to continue to carry the ball games. But when Bally Sports added that particular package, that Thunder package this winter, I thought, oh, good. That includes my Royals. 2 gone here now. And Augustine doing a good job of finding home plate here in the third.
Yeah, let's have a quick 1, 2, 3. What do you say?
There's the kiss of death. 0-1 now on Gillespie, as he reached on catcher's interference his first time around and scored a run. Outside with the fastball, count 1-1. Well, you want to shut down the inning here, because then you'll face the ninth place hitter in inning number 4. Let the runner get on board here, and they turn the lineup over.
Be interested to
ground ball right through the wickets and into center field. Augustine kind of little hop, skip, and a jump there, trying to make the play and trying to keep from his ankle getting cracked by the ball. So a 2-out single by Gillespie keeps the inning alive, and Camden Plummer now will step in.
Thanks, Chad.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
It's the announcer's curse. Left fielder Camden Plummer will step in. Plummer walked his first time around and was forced at second base. So 2 gone here in the third. Mangum leading 9-4. Runner at first base for Sayre. A little bit low pitch, and it's 1-0 on Camden Plummer. Awfully excited about this Savannah Bananas coming to Bricktown Ballpark in May. Taylor, Jesse, and I will be headed there to see that event.
Cool.
Yeah. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good job that time. Pulling the string was Augustine, and it's 1-1. It'll be a good weekend for Barnes. Savannah Bananas in Oklahoma City on Saturday. It's Memorial Day weekend, Saturday. Kansas City and the Washington, are they the Senators? Nationals. On Sunday at Kaufman. And then Kansas City at St. Louis at Busch on Memorial Day Monday.
Nice.
Yeah. 1-1 upstairs. 2-1 now on Camden Plummer.
Hey, believe in that pitch and throw it.
By the way, Sherry Shepard Kendall, a few pitches ago, said to say hello to you.
Hello, Miss Kendall.
2 gone here in the third. Augustine trying to shut the door on the ninth place hitter for Sayre. 2-1 offering. Upstairs, there goes the runner. Nice throw in time and got him right on the button. Oh, what a throw by Jackson Brooks. And a bang-bang play retires Gillespie out at second base. 2-6. So Sayre will come up empty in their half of the third. No. It was one hit. I'm sorry. One hit. No was left on board. Stolen to Mangum 9 and Sayre 4 on Classic Hits 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and also a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Something you should know about the Kendall Law Office. The Kendall Law Office is family-owned and local. They use up-to-date technology to ensure their productivity provides timely service to clients, and this always includes client access to our firm via email and text. Corey Kendall is experienced, hardworking, and honest. He always puts the client first, and all efforts are focused on the client's best. The Kendall Law Office, locations in Altus and Mangum.
So we got an update on a ruling that occurred earlier in the ballgame when a runner was awarded third base. We thought it was interference on one of the fielders, but our official, and I love how CBS has Gene Steratore, all of their stuff. But we've got Augustine down in front of us to get the rules interpretations.
Augustine.
Yeah. And he tells us that the reason the runner was awarded third base on that particular fake tag. So, any idea why you can't do the fake tag?
No.
Yep. Ground ball knocked down by the third baseman. Simpson, long throw in time.
Nice play.
As he does make a nice play to retire Austin Wetzel. 5-3. Ashton hit that ball hard, but a good play by the third baseman for out number one. Here's Mason Parker. So the thinking is that fake tag, you can get somebody hurt doing that.
Gotcha.
That's one reason. First pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball up in the eyes of Mason Parker. 0-1 on Mason. He singled his first time around and came around to score a run. The other thing is when you force somebody to slide and they don't have to, you're slowing down their momentum and they could take an extra bag. Can we get a balk call here? Or just a warning? 0-1 pitch, back to the screen, and it's 0-2. I love those folks who sit down by the screen in the front row of that line drive. 0-2 on the way here.
Good take.
1-2. I've always wanted to say this. One of the Warner brothers got fooled by that one. Strike three, and Mason Parker retired on strikes. Backwards K, second out of the inning. You know, one thing about baseball, you can kind of drift off somewhere, and if you do and you're exposed, it can hurt.
And it's usually on national TV when you're holding a full beer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And you dump it on your shirt.
So Pride will step in now. Ashton takes a pitch outside for a ball. 1-0 on Pride.
Those are the funny ones, those hoity-toity guys
Yep.
that can afford those seats.
Yep. 1-0 on Ashton. He's 1 for 2. Good-looking curveball there. Wow.
That's when you tense up your left side like it's going to hit you.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's over the heart of the plate. Pride fooled by that one. He'll step out. 1-1 now on Ashton. Now asks for time. And again, you do that in the big leagues, and you need a strike call against you. 1-1 offering on the way here with 2 gone in the third. 9-4 ball game. And some cat and mouse going on now. Hanrahan and Pride. There's a little chess match going on. We talked about testosterone on the softball field. You can find it on the baseball field as well.
There's a way to agitate your
Yeah,
opponent.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. All right, you going to play games with me? Okay, I'm going to play games with you. All right, 1-1 offering now on the way. Called strike and the delayed call. It's 1-2 now on Ashton. Pride now going to have to protect. And I'll give credit to Hanrahan. He's working pretty quickly here in the third. Curveball. Good job by Ashton to fight that one off. That was strike 3 if he doesn't get a piece of that one.
Handcuffed him.
Yep. And again, that's that off-speed pitch, that curveball that starts out at the hitter and then takes a right turn Clyde over home plate. Yes.
Some people don't know all the references. Even I don't know all the references you make. But I do know right turn Clyde.
1-2 offering on the way here. Bounced out in front of home plate. 2. Yeah, I don't know. I read somewhere the other day where somebody said they heard the phrase 30 years ago. They thought it was like 1970 and realized it was 1990. Line shot fouled on the third base line. It'll stay 2-2. Break out the Bee Gees. Croom down there.
I'll tell you what.
Doing a little dancing.
Moonwalking, too.
Yeah. You should be dancing. Now, people who listen to Classic Hits 97.7 are going to get that reference. Come on.
There you go. Deuces. There we go.
2 out, 2-2 pitch. Outside, we've run it full, 3-2 on Ashton Pride. Aiden Warner been on board both times and has scored both times, waiting in the on-deck circle. Hanrahan, couple of strikes here on Pride, but 3 balls as well. And he hit him.
Ends up getting hit.
So Ashton aboard with 2 going. keeps the inning alive for Aiden Warner. Warner, as we mentioned, been on board both times. He walked and came around to score on both occasions. Two gone. Pride at first. Big lead over there. Don't be surprised to see Ashton. There he goes. Pitch inside. Throw not going to be nearly in time as Ashton will jog in standing up.
And
yeah. Well, you run the risk of trying to jamming yourself into the back. Pride again. Ball gets away. Ashton is in third now. And we're going to go ahead and give him a stolen base on that because I know the ball got by the catcher, but I think Pride's there easily. So a golden opportunity now for Aiden. He's ahead in the count 2-0. Warner going to try to get the run home from third with 2 outs. Takes upstairs for a ball, 3-1, and Nate Augustine waiting in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, if anything, that messes with the pitcher.
3-0 pitch. Oh, ball 4, and Warner said it was ball 4 before he ever crossed home plate. Yeah.
He was right behind the baseball on his way to first.
And Hanrahan looked at his coach like, are you kidding me? That was a strike. There's some gamesmanship again. And you talked about Ashton over at third base disrupting the pitcher. He certainly did during that sequence. Warner, a huge lead. There he goes. Ground ball by Augustine to third. Long throw in time by a step.
Nice to have that arm in it.
Yeah, Caden Beard able to collect, stop, and fire a fastball over there for out number 3. So Mangum will come up empty in their half of the third. No runs. There was a hit batter, a walk, and a couple of runners left on board. We played 3. Mangum 9, Sayre 4. Classic Hits 97.7.
Friends, it's important to take care of your eyes, so make an appointment soon with Dr. Michael Geiger in Altus, Seth Geiger in Frederick, and Bryce Geiger in Elgin, and a new addition to our staff, Dr. Maddie Rhodes. The Geigers are professionals and very good at what they do. Geiger Eye Care is proud to support youth and sponsor sporting events. They encourage you to attend all the events you can and be involved with our youth. Geiger Eye Care, Michael and Maddie in Altus, Seth in Frederick, and Bryce in Elgin. Make an appointment soon with Geiger Eye Care, Altus, Frederick, and Elgin.
We are a community of ongoing legacy and tradition. This is Lori Laughlin from Cattleman's Bank, member FDIC. We are so proud of the continued success of the Mangum Tigers on and off the field. Good luck on another exciting sports season, Tigers. Cattleman's Bank is behind you all the way.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
If you started college but haven't finished, you may feel like your story is already written. Remember, you're the author, and where your story goes from here is up to you. Finish your degree with Reach Higher at Western Oklahoma State College. Reach Higher can put you on a program path designed to help you earn your associate degree from Western. Start writing your next chapter today. Visit wosc.edu/reach to find out how. Reach Higher with Western Oklahoma State College. Call 580-477-7742.
Top of the fourth for Sayre. It'll be numbers 9, 1, and 2 for the Eagles as they trail 9-4. You mentioned it earlier. We didn't really expand on it a whole lot. California Angels his Los Angel teammate Mike Trout to end the bowl game and win the championship for Japan, and that was as good as it gets.
Ah, man, that was fun. That was out west. Dylan said, "Yeah, you got to get in here. This is one for the ages." And yeah, he went from 102 down to about 82 on a slider, and he's just amazing. You kids, you're witnessing greatness.
Yeah,
you don't understand maybe from 150 years of baseball to maybe one of the best to ever do it. So you need to take note whenever he's out there because he is special.
Well, and there's just nobody else to compare him to. I mean, yes,
Right.
Babe Ruth was a pitcher, but he was a hitter. I mean, his forte was hitting and hitting home runs. First pitch on the way here to the leadoff batter, Camden Plummer, taking upstairs for a ball. Remember, Plummer was at home plate when Gillespie got gunned down at second base trying to steal to end inning number 3 for the Eagles. 1-0 pitch on the way here. Framed it. Good job by Brooks to get the strike, and it's 1-1. But, I mean, Ohtani is everything. I mean, you talked about it. Over 100 miles an hour with his fastball. Hits 40 home runs. I mean, it's just unbelievable. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now on Camden Plummer. A free agent at the end of the year. They're talking about $400 and $500 million that somebody is willing to pony up for that guy. And he'd be worth it.
Yep.
1-2 pitch on the way here. Off speed, dubbed out in front of home plate. That ball's going to stay fair. Good job by Augustine to quickly go get the baseball and fire to first for out number 1. That's an athletic move there by Nate. That ball.
Infield was a little plush.
Yeah.
And it just died.
Yeah, and it was spinning and had the runner going by him and everything else. So good job by Augustine to keep it all together and make the play.
Would have been a perfect bunt, but, yeah, he got to the line quickly.
Well, now we've got a conversation.
It was not a foul.
That was clearly a fair ball there. I guess they're going to talk about it, but that ball was fairly clear. The only thing that they're saying is possibly it hit Plummer while he was in the batter's box. It did not. And so the out is recorded. Now, if he had been outside of the batter's box and it hits him in fair territory, what's it called, Chad?
Foul ball. What now? Say it again.
If the ball hits him and he's outside of the batter's box, and it's in fair territory.
Yeah, he's out. But it could have been he could have been out by running inside the line.
Well, but,
as well.
It's hard to see that line down there. But that's a good point too. Yeah. So 1 gone, top of the order back, and a swing and a miss. Hunter Hanrahan late on that fastball, 0-1. Hanrahan 0 for 2. He's grounded out and popped out both times to third base.
Nate stretches out, and he gets downhill,
and
he gets that low spot. That's he really can hit that bottom of the zone well.
Well, with a long body, he is able to hide the baseball for such a long time. And at this time of the night, it is really hard to pick things up.
Yep, this is where you want to get that ball dirty.
Mm-hmm. Head of the count here, 0-1. Mangum on top, 9-4. We're in the 4th. Off speed. And mesmerized that time was Hanrahan for strike 2. That was a chip dandy of a pitch. Bill Rafferty called baseball. I'm sure he would come along with some line like that. 0-2 offering here. Popped up, left field. Reisner coming on a couple of steps, and he'll camp underneath it for out number 2. Well, we talk about the sky and how difficult it is to see the baseball coming from home plate. Jackson Reisner out there, when that ball gets above the lights, it's a guessing game, you know?
Right. And the lights are relatively low compared to...
Yeah, they are. Yep.
Maybe some other places, but...
And they look like a second bank of lights.
That.
It looks like there's lights up higher. And there's plenty of light, but, again, if the ball stays below the level of the lights, you're okay. It's when it gets above it that it makes it tough. By the way, anybody that, first pitch here, popped up on the infield, Anderson calls for it at second. Bo, though, waved off by Ashton Pride for out number 3. And the inning will come to a close in 1-2-3 fashion. We had a collision over at first base. A little bit of discussion going on there, but all's well that ends well. 1-2-3. Sayre retired in order here in the 4th. We'll go to the bottom half of the frame. Mangum leads 9-5. Classic hits 97.7.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Every Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
Around here, we say go Tigers. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We love our Mangum Tigers, so suit up in your best and brightest orange, and we will see you at the games. Cattlemen's Bank is Tiger proud.
Well, at the end of that inning, Lucian Zach Savage, who hit the pop-up that was caught by Ashton Pride behind the pitcher's mound for the third out of the inning, ran into Mason Parker down there at first base, and he took quite a spill. And he also took a little bit of umbrage to it. And got up, and I don't know if words were exchanged or it was just glances, but it was one of those things where nobody's really kind of paying attention to what's going on, and then suddenly the Eagles players saw their guy laying on the ground, and you just start bird dogging, and you look over there, and you bow up a little bit. Not that I would know anything about that.
I was going to say.
Not that I have any inkling of any of that kind of stuff.
First inning in a barn softball game.
Oh, my goodness. Hoppinger fouls one back to the screen. Count on Mason now 1-1. Mason has walked and reached on an error. Scored a run this afternoon and this evening. 0-1 officially. Pitch downstairs.
What would Carney say?
2-1.
I don't know how he got down there.
Mr. Umpire, Barnes was just running, and he fell down. 2-1 pitch upstairs, 3-1.
I'm thirsty.
Where's my? Yeah, I'm standing on his head. What about it? 3-1 pitch, ball 4. Hoppengardner on for the third time tonight. So Mason aboard now for Brooks Jackson. Jackson 0 for 1. He struck out looking for the first out of inning number 1 and then hit a sacrifice fly to right field back in the second. And I want to say that they told me Parker is an underclassman. Takes on sign for a ball, 1-0. Jackson, if he is a good-sized lad that's going to get only bigger. Casey Kroom whistling at Jackson, changing the pitch inside for ball, count 0. Again, I don't know that you have this big fella bunting, especially with Hoppengardner over at first. Again, inside 3-0. Zach Savage, who has been working quickly and at times
too quickly.
Yeah. Throw over to first base. Hoppengardner back standing up. He'll stay 3-0. And I'm not sure why you throw over on a 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. Runners at first and second. Zach Savage now beginning his trouble a little bit with his control. Here's Jackson Reisner. Reisner is fouled out. Grounded into a 5-3 fielder's choice that resulted in an RBI.
Courtesy runner.
All right. Nobody out here in the fourth. Mangum trying to enter their 9-4 lead. Again, the home plate umpire coming out from behind home plate and saying something to the pitcher. And I'm not really sure what that's all about. Bunt down the first base line. That'll stay foul. 0-1. Not a bad bunt, though, by Parker.
He's working so fast. I think he's on and off that rubber so fast. He's going to have to.
Is that what it is?
I think he's going to have to slow down.
Not coming set.
Right.
I see Augustine shaking his head down below, and and what that means is you, as a pitcher, you have to come set for at least a beat before you deliver the pitch. Outside for ball here, count level at 1-1. Pitching from the stretch, I mean, that becomes even more imperative. There he comes set, rather deliberate there. Called strike. It's 1-2 on Jackson Parker. Runners at first and second, nobody out here in the fourth for Mangum. Parker has some room over that right side if he could shoot one that way. Curveball in the dirt. Gardner to throw. It's up the line, and he is safe. Taking second on the play is Brooks Jackson. It's ball. And I dare you to try to throw me out. It's one thing to get a secondary lead, a walking lead. That was brazen. Mason in there at third base. Courtesy runner at second. Still nobody out. And that is a fair ball. They'll throw down to first and get the runner. So that one dying out in front of home plate. You get the rare 2-3 on the throw out. And that'll bring Bo Anderson to the plate. Bo. Hitting with a couple of runners in scoring position in the fourth. So they call him Bojangles.
Nitty-gritty dirt band.
Just dance. Big bender there, Bo. Bailing out. Stayed inside. 0-1 on Bojangles.
He's a long ways from the plate as well.
Well, he is, isn't he? That neon bat. Fouled. 1-1 now on Bo. Just trying to put the ball in play right now. Boy, that really caught a lot of the catcher. Let him walk that off. It's just rough. Hunter Hanrahan will dig back in. Hunter's like, I don't get hit like that at shortstop. 1-1 pitch. Sign for a ball. 2-1. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Ashton Pride, we talked about it earlier, got a black eye because he fouled the ball off, and you're like, well, how come you can't get out of the way? Because it's instantaneous. You have no time. 2-1 pitch, rolled on the ground to short, and trying to backhand it is the shortstop. He's not going to get anybody. So scoring on the play is Hoppengardner. Jackson will go to third. Anderson aboard on the E6. We'll give him the RBI, though. Runners at first and third. And what do you want to bet? Bo Anderson is off with his pitch. Ashton Wetzel now will step in. Wetzel, remember, had that 2-out, 2-run RBI single his first time around. Now they do the fake move that I want to say that they outlawed that move in Major League Baseball.
Yes, they did.
You fake the throw to third and then look back to first. There was a pitcher for the Kansas City Royals back in the day, Steve Busby, who perfected that move. And actually, I saw him pick off a couple of guys. There goes Anderson. Throw will go to third, and Parker in a pickle. And he is safe. Great job.
I'm not sure he was. I may have got him on the backside, but maybe he was. I wasn't as close as the umpire, but that's what the Sayre coach believes.
Well, they came out pretty quickly to talk about it. And Anderson will wind up at second base on the play. And the coach has had his say, and the field umpire says, go back to the bench, coach. Parker was ahead of the tag with his upper body, but you think maybe
got him on the butt,
got him on the backside before he got to third. Swing and a foul tip here.
But that don't make no never mind right now.
Ain't nobody got no time for that.
Ain't nobody. We got a pitch underway. Let's go.
1-1 the count. Runners at second and third here in the fourth. Mangum with a run across the frame. They've got 10. It's a 10-4 ball game, good buddy. There's a ball that gets away. Here comes the runner from third, and the throw not in time. Ahead for a slide, and in safely is Jackson, or Brooks Jackson, rather.
And the batter is out. It was a full count, and he whiffed.
Okay.
And so he could have attempted to go to first. But
because the bag was open, and he just stood there.
Yeah, and again.
Some confusion, maybe?
Well, technically, I mean, he wasn't in the box. He wasn't anywhere near. Probably could have been called out without a tag. But anyway, he's out. Number two. Out number two.
So 2 gone. A run scores on the play. And it'll bring Mason Parker to the plate. Parker struck out his last time around. Love to get Anderson home from third here with 2 gone. Takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Top of the order, Ashton Pride waits in the on-deck circle. We play here in the fourth. 0-1 pitch. Tomahawk chop at that one, and it's 0-2. Chopping wood at that one. And he has that fastball up in the eyes.
It's just, yeah.
So tempting.
Well, there's your all conference players.
Well, there they are. 0-2 pitch on the way here. Rolled on the ground towards short. Couple of hops, sets, throws, and not in time. It's up the right field line. Anderson will score, and Mason Parker is safe over at first base. So Mangum with 3 here in the inning. And that makes it 12-4.
And I could be wrong, and I do have the kiss of death.
Here we go.
But if Pride scores,
and they hold them scoreless in the top of the fifth.
Top of the fifth.
Yeah.
But again, we're going to be here until 10 now.
Thanks. There's nothing on TV. I'm watching reruns of The Shield on FX.
Get there.
Ball gets away. Pride takes it for a ball. And they count 1-0. Pass ball there, allowing Parker to second base. Talked about the all-conference players.
Yeah.
Of course, you're referring to Lauren York and Alyssa Dreyer. Hello, ladies. How's the ball game against Mangum? Or Navajo, rather. Oh. Okay, we're getting the thumbs down on that one. Landry Lively is no conference honors for me, and no win either.
Navajo's got it going on, don't they? Softball, baseball team's really good. Weston Winters got his 600th win.
Yeah.
Or 1,000th.
No, it was 600. You're
okay.
right. I'm glad you brought that up. I had meant to talk about it before. He did last week, got his 600th win. I think he's been coaching 16 years. Of course, Navajo, they play fall and spring baseball.
And you and I remember, we were different companies. We called his games in high school.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that scary?
I just remember that covering Homer, and I thought, holy cow.
Yeah. You were doing Homer baseball, and I was doing Navajo baseball.
Yeah. Gee. Weston, come on now.
You're not that old. Pride gets hit with a pitch again. He won't rub it. Parker at second, Pride at first. Aiden Warner now will step in. 2 gone. And we had a conversation. The Sayre coach wanted a line drawn to where the inside of the batter's box was. Now, Tommy Pride had a conversation with a home plate umpire. It was somewhat amenable there. I don't know about you, but it is difficult to see the baseball right now.
It is.
So Aiden steps in, runners at first and second. Takes a pitch outside for ball. The count 1-0. Well, Warner looking to put a charge in one and get it into a gap somewhere. Rolls it on the ground to third. Big hop. Set, fire, and there's that cannon of an arm from Simpson, and the inning will come to an end. But Mangum comes up with 3 more runs in the frame, and they have extended the lead now as the Tigers find themselves on top 12-4 as we head to inning number 5 on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, I'm Anna at Dapper 14 Boutique in Mangum. Are you looking for new clothes and accessories that are on trend, flattering, and comfy? Dapper 14 is just the place. We carry sizes small through 3X. Stop by 209 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Find us on Facebook or Instagram, or visit the website at dapyr14.com. We appreciate our customers, we love our community, and we always root for the Tigers.
Jamie's Auto is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger sports coverage. When you need a new-to-you reliable vehicle, always remember to visit Jamie's Auto Sales on Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Jamie makes it easy to buy a great used car with 5 lenders available, and your new-to-you vehicle comes with a 3-month 4,500 GWC powertrain warranty. Talk about peace of mind. Remember Jamie's Auto in Mangum for your next vehicle purchase. And go Tigers!
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
All right, we head to the top of the 5th inning, and Mangum on top 12-4.
Jill Grauman works very hard. I always see her on Facebook. She is, selling some nice homes. She was painting. I'll tell you what, a realtor, she's a fixer-upper.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man.
Well, Grauman. My dad used to tell me that I could sell icicles to Eskimos. And maybe I could. Jill Grauman can. She is just unbelievable and sold a house for me several years ago. So,
all right,
good gal too. We've known her for a while. She used to teach.
Okay,
she was a teacher in the Mangum School District.
Fabulous.
I don't remember what she taught. I'm trying to remember because I had some friends that had her as a teacher. Somebody will let us know. Computers. All right, there you go.
God, it's even more dangerous.
Yeah.
Something Barnes and I have problems with.
16 years of schooling, I flunked one class, Intro to Computers. 1978, Northwest Missouri State University.
Well, I can't imagine how hard that was because that was probably.
Well, it wasn't Intro to Windows.
Oh,
you had to write a program.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Code and all that stuff.
Yeah. This is for the birds, I said.
Now you just hit an app.
Yeah, no kidding. 1-0 pitch here, a little bit outside to Juan Galvez. It's 2-0 on the first baseman for Sayre. And and again, I've said it before. I'm like, well, I'm going to be in radio. I don't need to know anything about computers. Wrong again. 2023. I lived up to those expectations.
What part of a record does a computer have to do with?
2-1 as Galvez swings and misses on that one. Augustine, I would think this is probably, regardless of how the bottom half of the 5th inning goes, this would probably be his final inning of work. Cold strength there.
I don't know. He's in rhythm.
He'll run the count to 2-2. Well, I'm just thinking pitch count.
Yeah, you're right. But yeah, and this is, if you're a pitcher, the ideal situation.
Oh, yeah.
12-4 in the 5th. All your job is to
throw strikes.
Hit the zone. Yep.
2-2 pitch. Off speed, stayed upstairs. 3-2.
Pound it.
Yeah, you're going to go out and challenge the hitters here, make him put the ball in play. There have been a couple of times where the team has let him down defensively, but nonetheless gets a strikeout here. Good job by Augustine.
That was early when the sun was out.
Okay.
Now it's a little bit better.
Third strikeout of the ball game for Nate. And that'll bring to the plate Lawson Simpson. Simpson been on board both times this evening, but he has yet to score.
Boom.
Back to the screen, and it's 0-1. As if on cue.
I love the Simpsons.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. We love Looney Tunes, but
yes, I do.
I don't know why that Wile E can never get that Roadrunner, but
0-1 pitch. Hometown fans wanted to strike. It's level at 1-1. Yeah, the Acme rocket sled just never worked at the right time.
He has got the hardest luck. You think you got it bad?
Yeah. I could always be the Wile E. Coyote, right?
Exactly.
Over the head that time. Of Simpson. And the count now 2-1. On the big now third baseman for this group from Sayre. Started out on the bump, pitched an inning, and has been at third ever since. Made some nice plays over there as well. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss there. Turning that one over was Augustine. And it'll level the count at 2-2. One gone here in the fifth. Mangum leading 12-4. Middle third of the order for the Eagles. 2-2 pitch on the way. Nub back to the screen. It'll stay 2-2.
That's a great pitch. It's either going to break a knuckle or it's going to be a foul ball.
Mm-hmm. And regardless, your hands are like
yeah.
stinging. Coach is saying, extend those arms. And he's like, did you see where the pitch was? Augustine, 2-2 offering on the way. Lifted high in the air on the right side, but out of play. It'll stay 2-2. That one clambers off the concession stand.
Where Sam Powers has relegated his duties to, I don't know how he got that gig. He's in there, trust me.
He assigns everyone, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a while he was taking money at the gate. That didn't last long.
He's parked by the nacho cheese right now.
What easier job can I find for myself? Oh, yeah, a concession stand. And I can eat. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout there. Back-to-back Ks for Augustine. Getting stronger here in the latter innings. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Jackson Campbell. Well, Sayre went in order in inning number 3 and inning number 4. And now Augustine, a batter away from doing the same thing in the 5th. Back-to-back Ks. 4 now in the ball game for Nate. Off-speed pitch. And well, apparently it got his sleeve.
Okay.
So Campbell aboard, hit by pitch.
The old Derek Jeter, man, that hurt.
Hey, Tommy, checking with Debbie at this point. Pitch count, maybe?
Yeah, probably so.
Getting pretty close here. So the inning will stay alive for Caden Beard.
Yeah, with that tournament coming up especially.
Right. And I wouldn't even worry about that runner at first base. Swing and a miss. They'll throw down behind the runner. He'll get slapped in the face and back in safely.
Again, the game within the game.
Yeah. 0-1.
Dude, I was trying to.
So Jackson Campbell got hit with a pitch that barely grazed his sleeve, and then he took leather in the face on the tag.
Got Wilson on his forehead.
Yep. 0-1 pitch on the way here. Outside. Level the count at 1-1 on Caden Beard.
Yeah, you just let him plow around the bases if you're a catcher. I mean, don't even waste a throw.
Yeah, if you want the bag, go ahead and take it. Get out of the inning. Look out there at center field. And boy, those flags are hanging limp.
Yep.
1-1 pitch. Trying to guide that one to home plate. Out of the zone, 2-1.
one close.
Doing?
He was looking at Coach Pride. He was getting the pitch call. I thought.
Yeah. No, he's got a flash numbers, and he's got it on his sleeve there.
Gotcha.
High fly ball, right field. Wetzel is there to make the catch, and the inning will come to an end. So Ashton gets the third out of the inning, and Sayre will come up empty in their half of inning number 5. No runs, no hits, a hit batter, no errors, and a runner left on board. We've played 4.5, Mangum 12, Sayre 4, and we're Classic Hits 97.7.
Great food made fresh with the best ingredients possible under the direction of Chef George is what you'll find at the newly remodeled J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum. Now, if you haven't tried the Mexican and American favorites at J&P Mexican Grill, what are you waiting for? They're open Tuesday through Saturday for lunch, dinner, featuring homemade desserts. For takeout, call 580-706-5042 and like them on Facebook. J&P Mexican Grill in Mangum.
Well, they've got to play at least 4.5 innings. They're district ball games, and they do play the 4.5. And Mangum will win it with a run rule, 12-4. It's apparently 10-8. 10-8, probably 10 after 4, 8 after 5.
Yep.
And they've got that 8-run lead, 12-4. So Mangum will win it. Pick up the victory here this evening against the Eagles of Sayre.
Move to 3-2.
Yep. And they will be back in action tomorrow evening, taking on the Hobart Bearcats, a team that they've already seen this year. They were victorious against over the weekend at that short grass tournament over there at Hollis. So Augustine able to throw the complete game here this evening. And again, the Tigers win it by a final score of 12-4. They are now 3-2 on the year. So again, a junior high game tomorrow at 4:30, a varsity game to follow at about 6. And Chad and I'll be back for that. I invite you to join us for Mangum Tiger Baseball here on Classic Hits 97.7.